Can artificial intelligence really predict the course of your life and even your death? A question that might have been dismissed as pure science fiction a few decades ago is now a reality we can't overlook. Living in an era where AI has the capacity to anticipate life events like health conditions, income fluctuations, and even the time of death, it's crucial we understand the implications. A team of international researchers from institutions such as the DTU, University of Copenhagen, ITU, and Northeastern University have made significant strides in this field. They've developed a model that can predict a person's expected life course with remarkable precision. Using the same algorithms that power ChatGPT, they've managed to analyze vast amounts of text, identify patterns, and make predictions based on this data. Let's put this into context. Imagine feeding an AI system with information about your housing, education, income, health, and working conditions. This AI then uses these data points to construct a synthetic language, turning your life events into sentences that form your life story. Using this narrative, the AI can then anticipate future events in your life. For instance, back in 2010, let's say Birte, a type 2 diabetic, earned 30,000 Danish kroner as a hairdresser in Copenhagen. This information can be used by the AI to predict future health and income trajectories for Birte. The researchers tested this model using data from nearly 6 million Danes over an 8-year period. The results were astonishing. The model was able to predict the deaths of these individuals in 2020 with a 78% accuracy rate. The errors, it seems, were primarily due to unpredictable events like accidents or heart attacks. This isn't just about predicting death. It's about identifying disease risks, predicting income changes, and so much more. It's about understanding the power of AI and the role it can play in our lives. So let's pause for a moment and ponder. Imagine a world where your life's events can be predicted with a 78% accuracy rate. That's the power of AI. So how does this AI model work? What's the secret sauce, you may ask? Well, let's dive into the process of its creation. The model was developed by a team of international researchers at DTU, University of Copenhagen, ITU, and Northeastern University. They used the same algorithms that power ChatGPT, a state-of-the-art conversational AI. Just like ChatGPT, the model analyzes vast amounts of text, looking for patterns in strings of words and sentences. It's essentially a pattern detector, learning from the information it's fed to predict what comes next. In the case of ChatGPT, it predicts the next word in a sentence. In the case of this life-predicting model, it predicts the next event in a person's life. The model was trained on data from nearly 6 million Danes, covering a spectrum of life aspects from 2008 to 2016. This data included housing, education, income, health, and working conditions. The researchers translated this enormous amount of information into a synthetic language, turning life events into sentences. For instance, in August 2010, Birte, a type 2 diabetic, earned 30,000 Danish kroner as a hairdresser in Copenhagen. By placing these life events on a timeline, the model creates a narrative of each person's life. It's as if it's reading and writing a biography simultaneously. But it doesn't stop there. The model uses the patterns it's learned to predict what is most likely to happen next in the narrative. It's like flipping to a future chapter in a person's life book. The model's predictions have proven to be impressively accurate. For example, it predicted which Danes would die in 2020 with 78% accuracy. Its mistakes mainly involved unpredictable events like accidents or heart attacks. By placing life events on a timeline, the AI model weaves together the story of a person's life, predicting future chapters with astonishing accuracy. It's a testament to the power of AI and the insights it can provide into our lives. But what does this mean for us? What are the implications of such a predictive model? Well, in one aspect, such a model could be used to identify disease risk. Imagine if we could predict the onset of a disease years before it manifests. This could open doors to preventative measures, possibly saving countless lives. On the other side of the spectrum, we see similar techniques already in use today. Tech giants are using comparable algorithms to track our behavior on social networks. They analyze our likes, shares, and comments to predict what we might do next, what we might buy, or even what we might think. However, we must tread with caution. There are ethical concerns to consider, particularly in the insurance industry. The very essence of insurance is shared risk, but what happens when we can predict who is more likely to make a claim? Therein lies the potential for misuse. The power of AI is immense, but with great power comes great responsibility. The future of AI is not just in its capabilities, but in how we choose to use them.